The following tables represent the values of 4 different functions. Which function increases exponentially? First, understand the word exponentially. Remember that an exponential graph starts out increasing gradually and then skyrockets at the end. So let's take a look at our 4 data sets to see which one of those data sets matches an exponential curve. They all appear to be increasing from values of 2 to 6. But if you look at g of x, it increases dramatically on the end here. But let's take a look at these as they're graphed. And we're going to do that using our graphing calculators. So come over to the graphing calculator. It's stat 1 for edit. And here you'll have your lists. In your different lists, I want you to input your x values into L1. And notice that your x values are all the same. So we only need to input those once. In L2, put your f of x data, L3, g of x, L4, h of x, and L5, k of x. Once the data is entered, hit second, stat plot, 1, select on and hit enter. Under graph type, select the second one, hit enter. Your X list should say L1. If it doesn't, go second, L1. And your Y list should read L2, second, L2. And that's because we're going to be looking at our f of x values first. Next, go to Window. Your Y-min should be, your X-min should be 0. Y-min should be 0. And Y-max should be 405. And 405 was selected because that's close to the largest number that we have. Then hit graph. You notice that your f of x values do increase, but not dramatically. So let's take a look now at our g of x data. Go to your calculator, hit second, stat plot, 1, arrow down to Y list, and select second, L3. This is your g of x data. Then hit graph. Notice how this increases quite dramatically at the end and mirrors an exponential curve. So this looks like a good choice. But let's take a look at the other ones to see how they're graphed. Hit second, stat plot, 1, arrow down to Y list, and hit second, L4. This is your h of x values. Hit graph. Increasing but not exponentially. For k of x, second, stat plot, 1, arrow down to Y list, hit second, L5, and graph. Again, increasing but not exponentially. So which one of these functions is increasing exponentially? The answer is B.